And with the decision pending, some experts feel the decision could be a tough one.
Meanwhile, community leaders feel having the names released will help add transparency. ABC 27's Gabriela Mercurio joins us live from downtown Tallahassee.
Gabriela, what do we know and how soon will that decision be made?
Well, experts believe that the Florida Supreme Court will have a tough time coming to a decision that could not only affect officers' safety, but also their community relationships. Criminal attorney Don Pumphrey is eager to hear the Florida Supreme Court's decision on whether law enforcement officers can seek protection of their identities through Marsy's Law or not. Marsy's Law is a victims' rights law. Pumphrey says the initial idea of it is to protect victims by not disclosing their names in police reports and give them more power in cases they're involved in. Pumphrey agrees with the Florida Police Benevolent Association's argument that officers are people outside of the line of duty and deserve a level of safety.
Just because an officer puts on a uniform and carries a gun, and it's a very difficult time for law enforcement, it doesn't mean they're not human beings. It doesn't mean they don't have a wife and children and family.
However, he agrees with the City of Tallahassee's statement that people have the right to know officers' identities for accountability purposes and to create more transparency in the community.
The government and the citizens of the state of Florida wanting to, be able to hold people accountable and understand who's involved in this, who's involved in shootings.
President of the Tallahassee NAACP, Mutaki Akbar, believes if officers can be protected by Marsy's Law, it will take away transparency and create a bigger divide in the community.
Go towards us, the belief that law enforcement is hiding something. And I don't know why law enforcement is okay with having that type of sentiment in the community.
He believes they shouldn't have anonymity since they're well seen in the community.
Their badge on their lapel, so it's not a secret who they are when they go out there to the public. So I think it just needs to be an open and transparent relationship with the community at all times.
Akbar believes it'll be a win if the court sides with the City of Tallahassee.
The Florida Supreme Court doesn't feel like law enforcement falls up under Marsy's Law. I think that'd be a victory, and I think again it'll go towards healing and bridging that gap between the community and law enforcement.
Regardless of the ruling,
it's going to be a tight decision. It's going to be a tough call, but it'll be a fascinating one.
although when that decision will be made is unknown, Pumphrey thinks it'll come sooner rather than later. If the court does side with the City of Tallahassee, the names of the officers involved in that deadly shooting would be released. Live in Tallahassee, Gabriela Mercurio, ABC 27.